Alright, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahapur Kadash. Okay, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. So I got this article today concerning the RFID chip. Okay, and it's from zonecoverage.com. It's from January 26th of 2018. It says, Hassan, use of RFID chip technology at Senior Bowl gives us a glimpse into the NFL future. So what they doing, they basically normalizing this RFID technology. They putting it in credit cards. They want to use it in different sports now as well, just so it seems commonplace, so that when they go to make it mandatory, it's already been in your life. It ain't nothing new. Okay, you've come across them before. You had to get one in your credit card or your bank card. You had to put it in your football pad, or you put it in your pet, or it's commonplace now. So I'm just gonna get into it a little bit. It says that the Senior Bowl for the second year in a row, which is making it commonplace now. It's a thing. Okay, it's it's a trend. Is experimenting with putting RFID chips inside players' pads during practices to track player movements and provide that information to teams. RFID chips have been used for years by companies tracking their shipments or security systems designed to prevent theft. So, basically, I'll get to that in a second. It says Phil Savage, the executive director of the Senior Bowl, detailed the event's use of those chips in the opening presser. It says, we started a new partnership with Zebra Technology this year, the GPS tracking company. So all the players will be chipped, and all the footballs will be chipped. He said last year the Senior Bowl partnered with Catapult Sports. Through Catapult Sports, though Savage didn't provide a reason for the switch. Savage explained that teams should be able to use real-time numbers and coherent with the evaluations of the scouts and the NFL personnel. So basically, they'll be able to get, okay, well, on this play he ran 17 miles an hour, or he ran 20 miles an hour, or he jumped this high, or he was able to run across the field, down the field, and up. He ran a total of 65 yards on this one play. And how efficiently he did it. Probably, and what is it going to end up coming to? Like I said, they're going to put it in your hand. That way they can get a heart rate monitor out of you, just to check your cardio, or if you want to, outstretch the ball, and if it's in your hand, they can track it in your hand. But yeah, they said they could put them in they put them in the footballs too, but they gonna want to put it in you. So that's gonna be the reasoning. But it's just it's showing how they're making it, like I said before, commonplace. Okay, it's not nothing surprising to you. You probably encountered it somewhere. You're gonna have to encounter it at your job. Okay, if you get a new car. All these businesses, all these grocery stores, anything that you do, everything's gonna have to, convert to this system in all walks of life. That's the end game. That's the big idea. That's the plan. Okay, to make it so that these things are normal. Let's see. Well, and here it goes. It says, I think when you're out watching some of these players, he explained, and you say, oh man, he showed a burst of speed, or he showed acceleration, and you put it in your notepad, you'll have some numbers that can actually support what you're seeing. There we go. That's what I just said. Okay? So when you truck somebody, it can show the force, the amount of force that you putting into it. These RFID chips, They do more than just track, man. They can do whatever you want. They can hold the money, a la Bitcoin. Okay, it can hold your vitals. So if you got a spike in your heart, your heartbeats, okay. If you're faster, or if you show a burst of speed, or it can show agility. You know what I'm saying? You say like you do a juke, that's a start stop move. Okay, you accelerated up to 14 miles an hour, decelerated down to 8, then back up to 17. Those are numbers that people will want to see, especially if they're trying to invest millions of dollars in you. So, let me see. I'm gonna read this. It says it started out, if I'm not mistaken, out in the Premier League with soccer teams, and sort of made its way to our country, and now in the sport of football. I think Zebra has a relationship with 18 or 19 teams, and will probably have the whole league covered within a year or so. So, soccer is the biggest sport in the world. It's real big in Europe. That's why it's not just going to happen in America. It's going to happen everywhere. Okay, so you think basketball players are going to want to do it? So they get a accurate reading on your vertical leap, or the force of a dunk, or any of that. How would they do it in a basketball player? Put it in their jersey? It's not going to work the same. It's not. So you would have to put it in physically on their hand. So I'm gonna get this precept. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So he's going to give life to the beast. He's going to make the beast come alive. How's he going to do that? By implementing this RFID chip. And anybody that doesn't want to acquiesce to his system is going to be killed. Okay? You're not going to be able to eat. And you're probably going to be hunted. Matter of fact, there's a show, Black Mirror, and season 2, episode 2 is basically these people are being hunted. Everybody else is like based like zombies, and they're recording them on their phones. It's basically like everybody has their phone out and they looking for them, and once they get them on their phone, the hunters will come get them and kill them. It's the same concept. It's like everybody else has that RFID chip. Everybody else has the mark. They don't have the mark, so they're being seeked for the slaughter. This is verse 16. It says, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So, like I said, it doesn't matter if you the crackhead little Pookie on the block, or if you Alshon Jeffrey in the Super Bowl. Okay, you're going to have to get the RFID chip. And you're going to have a so-called good reason to get it. Because you're hungry. Because you're going to make millions of dollars in the NFL. Okay, because you want to keep your job. Because you want to drive this new car. Okay, you're going to have all reason. They might put, a shit ton of money on it. We all have so-called social security numbers with bank accounts attached to them with millions of dollars in them. What if they activated that and put it on your card? That will make, the vast majority of these people in this place go and take that chip. Okay, but the elect is not ignorant to Satan's devices. Verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay, that you're not going to be able to hold commerce without that chip. You can't buy or sell. That means you can't get a check. That means you can't spend your check. That means you can't feed your kids. You can't clothe your kids. You can't pay your rent. You can't pay your light bill. You can't put gas in your car. You're ostracized. Okay? You're gonna be an outcast. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. That's 666, and that's that number right there is it's a deep number. You see it a lot more than what you think. All these barcodes, those represent 666. I lost my train of thought, but I'm just gonna end it with that. Yahweh Ratazah, you brothers were edified. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rakar Kadash. Okay, double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. Shalom.